Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to be doing something a little different tonight from my standard DIY storage videos. I was playing a game of Star Wars Outer Rim solo the other day and had pitted myself as Boba Fett against my arch rival Han Solo, and he ended up beating me literally in the final turn. If I had one more turn, I was set myself up for easy victory, and he bought his way into his final victory point literally the turn before me. So I needed to exact revenge, and I thought, what better way than to film it? For anybody that does not experience Star Wars Outer Rim, I will try and kind of cover the basics as we go along here. Also, for anybody that's not played the solo version that uses the AI deck, that's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll be covering those as I go along here. One thing I did realize as I was setting this up that this game is a big table hog, and it's pretty hard to get it all in one shot. So you'll notice that things are set up a little differently here. I've got the two player boards scrunched right next to each other here, and the ship cards are actually just sitting down below them. Everything else is in view. Also, one other thing to note is that my map here, my map tiles have been randomized. I basically just randomly shuffled them and set them out. Everything else is pretty much standard though, but after having played but so much, it's fun to mix things up and not know where the planets are. So let's go ahead and get started here. For myself, for Boba Fett, our starting planet is Takadana, and you can see that we are going after Dr. Avazan. So we got to figure him out. He is a white person, so we're going to go ahead and slide him under here. And you can, for those of you who are not familiar with the game, essentially as a bounty, I am attempting to figure out who these contacts are. And like these two contacts represent this planet, these two contacts are on this planet, so you have to fly around and make it to the planet, and then you can flip over one. If it happens to be your bounty, then you have to battle them, and you can either eliminate them or take them on board your ship, and then you have to take them back to a different planet. So, obviously killing them outright is a quick and easy reward. Taking them in for a capture reward is more rewarding, but it takes more time. And as Boba Fett, I can actually secretly look at one of these tiles when I'm on a planet, and it doesn't count against me. I don't have to use the encounter action against me. The whole secret thing comes into play if you're playing with other people. For me, I'm just going to flip them over as my action because, it seems kind of silly that I have to sit there and remember because I'm only playing against myself. And so Han Solo here, and for anybody that's not familiar with the AI deck, it's a lot of pick up and deliver of cargoes. The occasional job will come up, but you'll see a lot of cargoes. So you can see that they're starting here on the Ring of Kafrene, or no, their destination is the Ring of Kafrene, and their starting planet is now Hutta. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of these yellow markers here. Well, that's not even fair. You'll see that they're starting here, and he's only got to go here. So his cargo gets tucked into his ship, and so he's got it pretty easy to start off with, but that's fine. We'll give Han Solo another head start. That's how it worked last time. He got a big head start on me, then I was rolling back, and then he swept the rug out from under me. So that's basically the setup, other than putting all the decks of cards out, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So as Boba Fett, I get to start off by taking a move action. My ship currently has a speed of 6, and I'm basically looking to flip over the white tokens here that you can see. I don't know how well you can see them, but these are yellow, these are white, and these are green. So I know my quarry is in the white, and I'm kind of right in the middle of the board here. So I can either go up to the Ring of Kafrene, or I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I cannot make it to Naboo. Ryloth doesn't have one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could go up to Tatooine. So let's do that. I feel like it's a waste of movement to get up to the ring of Kaffrine. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get up here to Tatooine. Now, as my next action, I can take a market action if I am on a planet, which I am. And so I can essentially purchase these cards out in front of me here. And these represent kind of luxury goods. And these are jobs usually, but you'll also find some crew in here. This is mainly your cargo. This is upgrades, either gear or mods for your ship. These are all bounties, and these are all ships. Obviously, I only have $4,000 right now, so I'm not buying a new ship, but I could take on another bounty. You can see this one is actually just allows me to go after the other player. But the trick is that they have to have, if they have more fame than me, yeah, I gain 5,002 fame. Otherwise, it's just 1 fame. Now, that's not that bad right now because he already does have negative hut reputation. So that qualifies. I could just, I know he's going to be where he's going to be next round. And it's got to be a space containing another player, at least one, resolve a combat against that player. So if I did a ground combat, he'd be equal to me and we have the same ship. So I don't know if I'm quite ready to take on Han yet. So I am going to, I'm actually, now as part of your market action, you can take the top card of any one of these decks and just rotate it to the bottom and shuffle it. And when you're playing against the AI, one of the things that you definitely want to look at is there any easy job or easy cargo? And I can see right here, this one is a destination of Ryloth, which is literally right next to the Ring of Kaffrine. So I'm actually not interested in cargo, but I'm going to shuffle that just so Han can't get it. Well, and then he gets Nal Hutta. So I may actually take that one. Because that's a really quick and easy job. There's also going to be a white pip at Nal Hutta. So I am actually going to purchase this, and you can see that this has to be purchased for 1,000 credits, but then I'm going to get 5,000 and hut reputation, which I already have. So, but that's fine. That keeps Han from getting this. So I'm going to take 1,000 credits. This is going to go up in my cargo section on my ship. Do a little shifting around there. So I know where I'm going next turn. I paid my 1,000 credits. I do get to look at one secretly, so I'm actually going to peek at the white one. And we can see here that it is Y1LE, who I have no idea who that is. If this would focus, there we go. Y1LE, but that's not my quarry, so I'm just going to leave him alone. And I can also look at these decks up here and see that on Tatooine, it's either fight players or find contacts. And I'm actually in the business of finding contacts right now. So as my encounter step, which is kind of the third step of your turn, you either move or stay put as your first action. You do a market action as your second set, and then you do an encounter. I'm going to do a Tatooine encounter after I flip this card over right here and determine who's coming after me. All right, so normally there would be something down here, like this card right here. You can see that the syndicate would be moving 3 towards me, and that's how the patrols work. But there's nothing on here, so I'm free and clear. So I'm going to go ahead and take the top card here. And it says, ooh, it's a secret. Right? Yeah, I'm reading this correctly. I don't get a lot of these. So you can see that this says, Jabba is looking to add more trophies to his audience chamber. If on Tatooine, which I am, discard this card to deliver a contact token on one of your bounty cards for its capture reward. You may do this regardless of the reward's specific planet. So I get to kind of tuck this away, and if for some reason, say, Dr. Avanzan, who needs to go to Mon Calamari, which is actually pretty close, but say I'm over here at Nal Hutta and I get somebody who has to go way over here to Kessel, I can actually secretly drop him off at Jabba's and get the money. He'll pay me whatever the capture reward is for that. So that's a neat little card that normally they shuffle back into the deck, but I'm going to tuck this one off to the side. So that's my turn. Those are all my actions. And now it is the AI player's turn. So we've got this deck of cards here that I have just off camera. And it's, basically is going to tell me exactly what needs to happen here. Sorry, excuse me one sec. The computer was changing source on me. Okay, sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties here. But as you can see here, it basically goes through the same 3 steps that I just took. Planning step, action step is their market step, and encounter step here. So we are going to follow these down the card here. And I'll just leave this card up here so you can continue to take a look at it. But essentially, if defeated, no. And he's going to move towards his closest goal, which we know is the Ring of Caffrine. So he is definitely 6 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he comes up here, and then we see that he's delivering his cargo. It's not illegal, so he doesn't have to lose any reputation. So he does get to just go ahead and deliver this without any problems. And just as a reminder, this was just a straight gain 5,000. This is one of his starter cards, so it does not get shuffled back into the deck. And you can see he started at 6. He's already 11. And then his next objective will be to, if all the cargo slots are full, which is not because we just dropped them off, he's going to buy gear, otherwise buy cargo. So he's just going to buy the top card up here unless he can't afford it. In that case, he would shuffle it. But you can see that he can afford the smuggler's compartment. This actually doesn't do him any good, but from what I have read, that's okay. The AI player still purchases a smuggling compartment, which for the moment means he doesn't have a goal, but that's all right with me. He's going to lose 2,000 credits here. So I make change for him. All right, and then the last step is he's going to spend 8,000 to gain 1 fame. And you can see that he does have 8,000 remaining. That's going to take up most of his money. But he is already winning. So already right now he has more fame than me. So maybe I would want to consider that job right now, taking that bounty card. So there we go. And that's the AI turn. So they're that fast. I'm not going to take nearly as long explaining through all the turns from here on out. I'm just going to try and play through this as quickly as possible. Oh, I almost forgot that we do move something for him. So you can see here this is a Syndicate 3. Syndicate's over here just off frame. So we're going to go 1, 2, and they will end up on Mon Calamari, which is just off the frame here. I can move the camera if our players end up over there. But all right, for right now, we know where we're going. We're going to go to Nal Hutta here. And do I want to purchase... Ooh. Now see, the weapon looks promising. Alright, well, first off, I'm here at Nal Hutta, so I'm going to go ahead and deliver my cargo. Because I did my move, now it's my action step here. So I get to deliver. Gain 5,000 credits, plus 1 hut reputation, which I already have. And then this does, because it's not a starting card, go back onto this deck there. So I think I am actually going to buy a weapon here so that the next turn I can go after Han. I'm okay with him having to go to Kessel next. His job would be the Kessel run. Legendary game of Sabak. I could also use a crew member. I'm not going to shuffle any of these cards. I am just going to go ahead and buy the blaster here. You can see that it is basically just gives me 1+1 die in a fight. So we're going to slide this under our card here. So now I'm at 4 and he's at 3, so that does give me the advantage. And the next thing is a mod. And you can see here that the huts are moving towards me for 3. They're way over here to the right. So they're going 1, 2, it really doesn't matter. 3. And since I have positive reputation with the huts, their patrol does not even do anything to me. Okay, so that was my market action. I'd move the patrol. I'm going to use my special action to take a peek here. And we can see that this is a Black Sun agent. Not who we're looking for. And I can see that I can either get a credit or a bounty on Nal Hutta, or I can try and encounter that yellow pip. So let's go ahead and see. We can carry up to 2 bounties. Tatooine was another secret. Okay, so Nal Hutta here, if that would focus, there we go. If you have a positive, which I do, hot reputation in the city of Balbosa, Lone Shark, Arizona, blah blah, I can lose 1 hot reputation to gain 5,000 credits. That's not that bad, because that basically just puts me at negative. So we are going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take my little hut reputation here and slide it down and get 5,000 credits. Never hurts to have some money. And so that's it. That was my encounter step. And so we're going to move right on into Han Solo here. Here is the next card on our deck. Just moving forward, we are... he doesn't have a goal, so he's just going to stay put and gain 2,000 credits. And then he's going to try and buy a ship, which he cannot buy. So he will go ahead and shuffle this deck. Used ship for sale. And they can't do that one. The AI player just can't handle that. And then he's gonna basically doesn't have a negative reputation with bringing Caffeine, has no reputation, has no faction, so he just is gonna get 4,000 credits for free for sitting around on his butt. The Ring of Caffeine has no faction, so he doesn't have to lose any reputation, so he got off pretty easy there. This goes back. That'll work. Alright, so our turn now. We don't have any cargo. We don't have a bounty yet on Han. I could do used ship for sale. Go ahead and do that. Actually, I think I can go up here and go to the Ring of Caffeine. I can then purchase the card, and then as my encounter step, which is last, resolve a combat against the player. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to knock Han down a peg here, and see if we can't get some fame out of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to come up here. We're now in the Ring of Caffeine. I am going to... Do I want to shuffle anything? I am going to shuffle this one just because this is sometimes where crew pops up. And crew can come in very handy. So that's hired help. That basically just says, it gives me a boost for one skill test, and then I kick her off my ship. But I am going to go ahead and buy the this card, which we've already seen, that is basically going to allow me here right now to fight Han on my own planet. So it didn't cost me anything. I am going to flip over this next one for Loam, and we can see the Imperials are coming after me at a rate of 3. So they go 1, 2, 3. Them and the Hutts are hanging out in space together, which is interesting. Alright, so now at this point I am going to, as my encounter step, before I do that, I'm going to use my secret action. Ooh, there's Boba. Maybe I could razzle him up and find out where his buddy is. I am going to go after Han Solo here. So with my DL-44 Heavy Blaster Pistol, I get to roll 4 dice. And these are squat. Oh, so 1. So that wasn't a very good roll. You can see these count as 1. A single pip counts as 1. And then the double pips count as 2. Certain cards allow you to turn the eyeballs into things, but basically I didn't do very well there. So I hit him for 1. He hit me for nothing. 1, 2 blanks and an eyeball. So I am actually going to pull this off. He gets a hit token. He's going to take 1 damage on his person, not on his ship. I am going to, let's see here. If you won the combat against a player who has more fame than you, get 5,000 credits. All right, we're doing pretty good here. And 2 fame. So we're going to leapfrog him here, and we're now done with this card. So it's going to go back here, and we're moving on to Han's turn. Would have liked to have done a little bit more damage to him and just hold him up for a turn. Okay, so let's see. Han Solo he doesn't have a goal yet, so he's going to gain 2,000 more credits. Let's make some change here. Alright, so he's going to gain, and then he's going to purchase the cargo, which is illegal, so it's going to cost him a little bit more money. But so he's got to give up 2. He's going to be headed to Kessel now. So we're going to put his icon there on Kessel so we remember where to go. It's going to give him 7,001 fame. It is illegal, but he won't have to do any tests. Sometimes he just takes damage. It really depends on the card he draws. So we know where he's going next. And then we need to go ahead and reveal this. The Hutts are coming after him for 3. So they're way over here. 1, 2. This would be the shortest route, so the Hutts go to Naboo. And it says, reveal the face down contact token of the lowest class on this planet and gain the crew on its card for free. Now this says reveal the face down contact. Technically, I peeked at this guy. He should be face down. So what Han Solo gets is Boba here as a crew member. So he's card 20. So there's this huge deck of cards here that's all numbered 92 to all the way down to 1. And they make it very clear that you're to keep them in order at all times. You don't ever shuffle these up because you just want to be able to go through the deck and find them. And so we know that since Boba had a 20 on him, here he is. So Han Solo gets a crew member. And Boba is going to give him Basically, in a ground combat, if you roll 2 eyes, you win the combat, regardless. So that's interesting. So, Ponda Baba here is basically just hanging out with him. He also gives him strength. So if he has to test strength, right now he has piloting and tech and strength. I have stealth and tactics, and I have no other crew. And so that's Han's turn. Now we are still looking for Dr. Vazan. So I gotta find someplace that's got some white pips. The question is, do I come way over here off camera to Lothal? Or do I guess that this is not Dr. Vazan? I definitely want to be on a planet here next. So, as I need to move first before I can take my action. So, let's see here. I don't think I can make it to Naboo. That's the one with the next white pip. So, let's just see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to be out in space. So I am going to stop here on Ryloth. As an action, I'm going to secretly look at... Ooh, look what we have here. Perfect. Alright, so I did my planning step. I can do my market step now as an action. I peeked there, and I know that my quarry is here. So I am going to... Let's see if I want to flip any of these over. Oops. Sorry. Don't really like the hired crew. Rescue from the mines. Okay, so I did that. I am going to take on this bounty for 4 loam. And... oh, that's another easy one. But the Imperials are coming towards me at a rate of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They will stop right there. And so, interestingly enough, 4 loam is the same level that I am. But we're going to go for it. So reach rolling 4 dice. It's going to be a ground combat again. Let's see if I can roll better this time. 2. So I'm just going to park those over there. And he's also going for 4 dice. Ooh, and he kicked my butt. So he got 4 on me. I'm going to take some damage here. It's a difference. And I am still trying to hunt down 4 loam. 4 lom. So, yeah. Might have to beef ourselves up before we go after him, but at least we know where he is. Alright, and so that was my encounter as a failed encounter, so now we go back to Han. Oops, forgot to take this one off last time. Alright, so this one is pretty much the top step is always the same. If he gets to there, he's going to be buying a job. So let's see how far he can get. Han actually gets to go 8 because his special action is to move an additional 2. He's always going to take the quickest route and avoid patrols. So he's pretty much going to stay up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If he backtracks, if he can backtrack 2 to get onto a planet, he will, but he can't do that. So he's actually going to stop right here in the Maelstrom. And he's going to buy a job. So he's going to take on this job, which is rescue from the mines. It says you cannot buy on Kessel. And he's in the Maybe I should have flipped this card. Or I did flip this card. I gave him this card. Son of a... Alright, so he's going to get this job right here. Maybe somebody will come after him. The Imperials are going to turn around and come to get him at a rate of 3. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. They're just outside. Just outside. Alright, and he doesn't have anything to do except spend 8,000, and he doesn't have 8,000. So that's that. That's his turn. Just kind of hanging out in space. Alright, so let's see here. I want to find the doctor. I also want to get some better gear on me. So I am going to come down here to Naboo. Since I have neutral reputation with the Hutts, I would have had to stop, but this is where I wanted to stop anyways. And now as an action, I'm going to peek, and that's Lobot. So that's not who I'm looking for. I guess I should be not keeping all these up, since Han can suck some up for crew. So that's not who I'm looking for. I am looking for some gear, so I'm going to shuffle this deck. That's a mod. And so actually what I'm going to do is purchase a used ship. Now I have 15, 18. Ooh, do I want to save up for the slave one? I'd like something that can go a little faster. It is nice having my choice. Cannot afford you. 6, 3. They're rocking 3s. Aggressor class. Maybe that's what we'll do. Kind of change tactics a little bit here. Try and build up our fame. Maybe we'll come back to that, but we are going to go ahead and purchase a used ship for sale. Basically, this allows you to purchase any ship from the pile that hasn't been used yet, and you just have to put some damage tokens on it. So this gets pulled out of the game for now, along with, and here you can see this is what I'm going to be purchasing, is the Aggressor class Assault Fighter. My speed isn't going to change, but I am definitely getting beefier in the space combat category, so definitely an upgrade here. It is going to cost me 15,000, and I have to go ahead and take 3 damage on it, but that's fine. And I have removed the Aggressor class card from the deck. This just means Han Solo cannot purchase this card. And oh, my baby is up for sale next, but we're just gonna deal with what we got for right now. All right, so as an encounter, I can either go with Naboo, which is going to get me cargo or Imperial reputation. Oh man, I think I'm just going to piss off the Hutts, and we'll just start a little war here. I now have 5 as my with my Aggressor class, and they've only got 3, so the odds are against me here. The odds are with me here, so that's 4 hits. Now rolling 3, 4, 2, 3. Whew, that was close, but I did get them. So you can see here that the patrols each have a bounty on them. This one... Oh, come on. Well, this one is 3. It was a B. Took 3 to hit me, but you can see that the next one in line is going to be 5. So I'm going to need to upgrade, but it's going to give me 1 fame just for beating him. So I got 5,000 credits for that. I am going to lose some hut reputation, but that's all right. But I'm back in the money, and that was my encounter step. So back to Han. All right, so let's see here. Han is heading to his goal, which we know is Kessel. He doesn't have to stop in the maelstrom. If the cargo is illegal, the character suffers 2 damage. Unfortunately, he's got a health of 4, so he's almost there. And then he's going to deliver it. So it's going to give him 7,000 and a fame. He's getting rich here. He goes up to 2 fame. And he's going to buy a job card, which, okay, he does have. And he's going to buy the Jewel of Yavin, which his destination is Naboo. Oh my god. He's just got it so easy here. I feel like I might lose again here, folks. He doesn't have negative reputation. It tells him not to do a job. It just says pay 8,000 for 1 reputation. So it will say on the bottom of the card that if he's at a destination with a job, he should complete it. Yeah. So, and I'm supposed to just follow the card. But you can see he's already up to now 3, so he's already leapfrogged me. But that was his turn. So it's pretty straightforward. Alright, so I gotta get a move on here. He's hanging out in Kessel, he's hanging out in Naboo. Oh man. Oh, I forgot to do this. The rebels are coming into the fight, so they come in 3. They're hanging out with the syndicate. Alright. So I basically have 2 options for my original quarry, the doctor, either way over here on the far right or on the far left. Oh man. Alright, so let's go ahead and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did make it. Okay. As an action, I'm going to peek, and there's my guy. There's my guy. We're just going to shift the camera over here a little bit so you guys can take a look. I found him. Alright, so we know who we're encountering here. There he is. So I'm going to leave him up there like that. And let's see, what do I want to buy anything? Again, I need some better personal gear here. Oh. Maneuvering thrusters, back to supply, back at Takadana. I don't really not good at jobs. Cantonica's not close by either. Oh wait, it is. Cannot buy on Cantonica. Resolve card 42. Gain $15,000. Alright, so I'm pretty sure now by process of elimination that I know this guy's on the far side of the map. So I'm going to be shuffling him next time. Why not? Let's do a casino. No, I can't do that because I don't have any more room. Alright. I am going to buy this mod here. I know it says I know it's $5,000, but I've already got some hits against me here, so this will actually give me 6 now, so I'm only at 50%, and it's going to help me with space combat because I do have tactics, and so my opponent will roll 1 fewer die, so it's really not that bad of a purchase. And see, that's what I need right there. I need me a grenade launcher, and therefore I need some money. So the rebels are going to come after me for 3. 1, 2, 3. They're way on the other side of the board. And my encounter action is going to be Dr. Avanzan. So I am 4 for right now until I get all my weapons. Oh, and I only got one hit. He's only rolling 2 though. Attacker does win on the ties. Oh, and I got it. That was a eyeball. So I win on the tie breaker. I do take him down, and let's see. He needs to go to Mon Calamari, which is pretty far away. So I am gonna go ahead and just kill him, eliminate him outright for my 5,001 fame. This gives me enough money to purchase my grenade launcher next time. It frees up a job or bounty slot. So all in all, I think that was the right choice. So that's it. That was my turn. All right, so now we're moving to Han here. And so this is the big question here. He has got two jobs. Neither one of them say resolve a job. So I guess he's just going to stay put because he's at his destination. He can't buy another job, so he'll just flip that. And he doesn't have 8,000 credits, so this one's going to be pretty simple. Oh no, he will. He's going to gain 2,000 for staying put, but then he's going to purchase his 4th fame for 8,000, so it just turns right back around and goes away. And that's basically all he did. Oh, and he'll shuffle this one because he couldn't buy it. Alright, so that was that. Pretty straightforward. Okay, my turn. So now I know what I'm purchasing as my market action. I guess I'll go ahead and rotate that one and just head that direction. So we're going to go back to Naboo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to shuffle this one because I know I don't want him. Oh, I can beat up on Han again. I might do that because he's ahead of me again. He is ahead of me. But I am going to purchase my grenade launcher here for 8,000. It's all my money, but I think this is going to be worth it. So I just need to do a little shifting here. There. So now I am basically rocking a 6 dice when I go into combat against Forlome here. Let's see who's coming after me. The Rebels for 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And I'm on Naboo. I can either get cargo or positive Imperial reputation, or I can go after one of these guys. Let's just peek as an action. Leia Organa. Interesting. I am gonna figure out. I don't know if I've ever done her thing yet. So as an encounter, I'm going to encounter Leia. Go in here and I find my 17 card, and we can see here that Leia's card says if we have neutral reputation, you may discard Leia Organa's token and gain the job below. Alright, so prison break, stealth, ship combat, piloting. We have stealth, we have good ship combat, we have good ground combat. We don't have piloting, but that's okay. So we are going to go ahead and take this. The the Imperial Patrol space, which is nearby. It's going to get us 2 fame. So that's decent. It's interesting. She's normally the one we have to rescue, but she is sending us on a rescue mission. So we discard this token because she gave us a job, and that was our encounter. So moving on to Han here. Okay. So this one is going to give him the ability to complete one of his jobs here. So he is already at Kessel, so he's going to gain 2,000 credits. And he doesn't have any cargo. He is going to purchase cargo. He's going to purchase this, which is going to send him to Takadana eventually. Move some things around. So we're going to put a thing here. He's got lots of options now. We can take this one away, actually. And he's going to complete his job that's in Kessel. Alright, so he's going to lose a syndicate reputation. Ooh, my. And gain 8,001 fame. So 8,000 is basically like gives him the ability to purchase another fame here in the future, which is not cool. Oh, and I forgot. I always forget to do the patrols. The rebels are coming towards him. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. They'll just stay on top here. That looks like the shortest route. Okay. All right. So that was his turn. He's done now. The question is, do I go after Forlom or do I go ahead and go after a Imperial Patrol space? Forlom's not going anywhere. The Imperial Patrol may leave. So 1, 2. Alright, so I am out in the middle of nowhere. I cannot do a market action. And my encounter is going to be, instead of encountering it directly, I'm going to resolve card 47. So let's find 47 here. If you have negative Imperial reputation, you may resolve this card instead of encountering the Imperial Patrol. Counter, resolve card 47. If you have negative Imperial reputation, you may resolve this card instead of encountering. That doesn't really make any sense. Resolve card number 47. If you have negative Imperial reputation, you may resolve this card instead of encountering the Imperial Patrol. Reward, lose 1 reputation. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go through it here. So we're going to set this up here so everybody can see what I'm going towards here. And we need to test stealth. So I am regular in stealth. You roll 2 dice. And I'm just looking for any burst symbol. Alright, so I got 1, so I passed. If you pass, skip to step 4. Nice. You dock with the Imperial ship and find your way to the cell block. That's when the stormtroopers arrive. Fight a ground combat against stormtroopers of 3. And I am rocking 6. So I get to roll all the dice. Alright, 1, 2, 3. That's not bad. So I'm rolling 3. They roll 3 dice. And they whiffed on me, which is nice. Alright, so it says if you win and you are not defeated, complete this job. If you lose, repeat this step. Alright, so we were not defeated. We won, and so it says I am going to lose an Imperial reputation and gain 2 fame. Gain 2 fame and gain 1 rebel reputation. Okay, and 2 fame. Alright, which means I can no longer do this here. I take this off. The question is, do I remove that token or not? Do the Imperials stay right there? Remove that card from the game. It didn't say remove the Imperial patrol from the board, so I'm just going to leave it be. Alright, so Han Solo is going to be headed towards Naboo now. And he can get there. Yeah, that guy's covering up a thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He can get there no problem. That's not where his cargo is. That's where his job is. He's going to buy gear. And he can't because he's already got... This is a mod. And he's already got his mod spot filled up. So he shuffles this and hopes that it's gear. It's another mod, so he doesn't buy anything. Reveal a face-down contact token of the lowest class on this planet. We already know what that is. Lobot. And then, if at a job, destination completed. So he's automatically... Oh my gosh. He's going to get $15,000 and a fame? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous just for showing up at Naboo. So he actually gets... Got some of the big ones here. He is just rolling in cash. Better go pay off Jabba now. Alright, so that's him. I feel like that was a very productive turn for him, so I don't feel really bad that he doesn't have a whole lot. Oh, no, he does. He's got Takadana to go to. Alright, so I need to figure out what I'm doing here. I need to get the 4 loam. I could also knock him down a peg. Ooh, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Han. You now have 6, I have 5. So as my encounter step, the Ring of Caffeine, which is pretty close. Yeah, I'm going to buy this. Simply because it's going to get me fame when I get there. And then the Ring of Caffeine is pretty close. So, oh wait, I can't. I don't have any money. Well, garbage. Well, I'm not going to let him have that. So I'm going to cycle this so he doesn't get it. On calamari, that's a little better. Alright, so my market's going to be... That's right, I was going to purchase this anyways. So, as my market action, then as my encounter step, I perform ground combat against Han. Alright, whoops. 1, 2, 3... And he is rolling 3 still. Ugh! 4. So he smacked me around a little bit. Bastard. Alright, so that was a completely big waste of a turn there. And Maz Kanata as a yellow. Alright. The heck with Han. The heck with you, Han. He's delivering his cargo. He's going to be buying... No, he's going to be buying a job. Alright, so he is headed to Takadana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He does make it here. He delivers his cargo, which is back to supplies. Action. Oh, it says, okay, if you are not a droid, discard this card to recover all damage from your character. Well, God. Alright, this revenge game is not going so well. Alright, and he gets 6,000 credits. International banking clan's gonna go bankrupt after This guy's done with the game. Alright, so then he's buying a job. This job doesn't cost him any money, and it's going to send him to Takadana. You cannot buy this on Takadana. So he shuffles this, and this is now his job, which is Syndicate Favor. His destination is going to be... Whoops. His destination is now Nalhutta. That's going to give him another fame if he gets there. Of course. Of course. And we can see that the Hutts, at least, are coming after him. But they also are coming after me, so this might be actually pretty good. 1, 2, what was it? 1, 2, 3. I could use the fame taking them out, so I could use a mod too to get there. During ship combat, turn up to 2 of your blank results to blank. If you have tactics, you mean. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we're going after now. Alright, so we're going up here so we can go after Forlom. I am going to... Alright, so this one's Mon Calamari. This one is Tatooine. He's headed to Nalhutta. Neither one of them are close. He usually buys cargo more often than not. So I am just going to flip this. Destination Tatooine. Great. That's $7,000 and 1 fame. Now, if I take Forlom to Tatooine, I get to gain 2 fame. So maybe this is what I'll do. Oh, I don't have any money again. Alright. Well, I can't make it to Tatooine on the next turn anyway, so we won't be buying anything because we're broke. We need to get complete some bounties here, so this is attempt number 2 against Forlom. And only 3. Only 3. And I'm just knocking stuff all over the place. Alright, so Forlom gets... And he only got 2. Bonus. So that's pretty good there. We got him. So we get to take you. Put you right there. And I am going to capture him and try and get him to Tatooine. So, that's our next task. And I guess I did get a secret action to reveal something here. So, the Black Wookiee. Yeah, he's pretty tough. I'm going to leave him alone. Alright, Han's turn. We know exactly where he's going. He's delivering. He's going to do his job. Cargo slots are not full. So he is going to buy cargo. He's going to buy that cargo from Tatooine. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to go here. He's going to purchase cargo, which is going to cost him 2,000. His destination is now Tatooine, which is right above him. And he's going to complete his job, which is going to give him $5,000 and a syndicate reputation. If you already have, also lose 100 and gain 1 fame. Okay, so he doesn't actually gain a fame from this. He's just going to get $5,000. This, the syndicate's coming towards him for 4. 1, 2. Oh, wait. So, I should have done that first. Hold on. I should have moved him first. And then you can see here, if you have negative reputation, you have to figure that out first. So he doesn't get to complete his job. This is actually kind of going in our favor at the moment. He's got to perform a ship combat over, and the Syndicate's got him. So let's roll for Han first. Han is 3, and the Syndicate gets 1 extra dice, and nope. So Han actually defeats the Syndicate. He's gonna get 5,000 credits for that. And his reputation stays down, but he doesn't actually complete that job. So we're gonna leave this, put another token back right here because he's gonna stay put next round. All right. Okay. So we are taking Forlome to Tatooine. We could use some money, but we don't have any. If we can reach Han, we could try and smack him down again. Yeah, let's just see. Okay, I have positive rebel reputation, so I can actually just bypass this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did make it. Okay. Ord Mantell. Oh, that's way over here. Okay, so I made it there. As an action, I can peek. Let's see. Ooh, there's Maz Kanata. Interesting. Okay. So Forlome, we're turning him in for 10,000 credits and 2 fame. So that's nice. I actually have some money now. And I'm ahead of Han. And let's see what Maz would get us. She gets $5,000 in 2 fame just for eliminating her. If I take her to Naboo, I get 15,000, which I don't really need the money. And 2 fame would pretty much put me right there. So I think that's what we're going to do. I am going to take this bounty. I'm going to shift this one first so he doesn't get another easy job. Come on, Calamari, that's easy too. And I'm going to take on this bounty as my market action. And then as my encounter, I'm going to go after Maz. She is not easy, but it is 6 to 5. So let's see what we can do here. Oh. Oops, forgot to start with that. This is moving 4 towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4. But they're with me. Alright. That was not... I rolled 1. 1 hit. 1 measly hit. The tiny little barkeep is going to kick my ass. Ha! She got nothing. Nothing but some eyeballs. I can't believe I pulled that off. Alright, so we get Maz, and I am just going to go ahead and eliminate Maz from the game. I'm going to get my 5,000. Just take my 2 fame. Don't need money that bad. I am feeling pretty good here, guys. Feeling pretty good. Alright, Han Solo. What do you want to do? You don't need to move, so you're going to get 2,000. You're going to deliver your illegal cargo, which is going to give you 3 hits, and you're going to buy a ship. You're going to buy my ship. Alright, so he doesn't need to move to stay at Nal Hutta, so he's going to get 2,000 credits. He's going to deliver his cargo, which is going to give him 3 hits on his person. That's going to give him 7,001 fame. So we're just going to do the fame, and then it's going to buy a ship. He can buy the fire spray. One here, which is, as we all know, this is my ship he's stealing out from under me. So he just made 7, so he only owes 13. Just take some of the piles off here. 1, 2, 3. So there's, there he paid his 20,000. And he is gonna get, now it just starts out as the fire spray. You can see it's two-sided. So here is the fire spray side, and if he was actually doing ship goals, he could eventually turn it into Slave 1. You know, his stats do get a little better, but it's just going to stay a fire spray. So we're just going to flip that out. This card goes out of the game. And there's that one. So I can stop worrying about trying to buy my ship for silly reasons. And last but not least, if at a job destination, go ahead and complete it. So he does get to go ahead and gain 5,000. His syndicate favor goes up. And there's his 5. And this goes under there. So since he bought a ship, there's no patrol. And that was Han's turn. All right, so I am 1 fame away. Oh, bully. I cannot beat up on... Wait. I can just beat up on Han. Can I win the game by beating up on Han? This goes away because he completed his job there. Let's see. If you won combat against a player who has more fame than you, gain 2 fame. Otherwise, gain 1 fame. So this is it. This is for the game. My ground combat versus his. Come on. Ah! 1 again. Come on. Come on. No, he blew me out of the water. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to take damage here. To the point that I'm going to have to stay put and recover next round. Oh, wait. I did actually... You know what? I should have won the game back with Maz. Because right here, my personal goal was gain rewards from 2 bounties to gain 1 fame. I did that and flipped this card over. I was not even paying attention. It was covered up by my damage. After I eliminated a contact for a bounty, capturing it gained 5,000. So I would have gained an additional 5,000 from Oz. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that was kind of anticlimactic. Han smacked me around and I said, I'm done with you. But I did get my revenge. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Star Wars Outer Rim solo playthrough. Boba Fett versus Han Solo. Boba Fett was victorious this time by a pretty good margin, 10-7. I was a little worried there for a while. So if you have any questions about the gameplay, or if you see any mistakes I made and want to point them out, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel. I hope to do more videos like this where I'm actually playing the game and not just organizing everything in the box. So thank you all for watching and have a great night.